Well, hello, everyone. Leah Lily McIntosh here from LilyMcIntosh.com. And I am going to be giving you 3 tips on ways to begin to master your marketing, okay, for your particular business, guys. This is not going to be company branded or anything like this. This is a generic 3 tips that you can start to utilize in your business. So let's get into this, guys. I have my handy dandy notes so I can stay on track, because if you have been on my lives before, I can get to rambling. So let's get into this. So number 1 is solidify your vision. And what I mean by that is ask yourself, what is your why? And one thing for me, when I had to ask that was a hard question for me. I thought, okay, well, I want to make more money. That's my why. But it really was more than that. My why was I wanted time freedom. I wanted to be able to go and spend time with people that I wanted to spend time with on my terms without having to ask other people for the time off. And, that's what my why was, and was really based around that, and being able to spend time with family and friends and things like that. So really sit there and think about that for a minute. You really have to get really clear on that, because until you do, there's really no point. You need to get that vision just really hammered down, guys. And then you need to ask, when? When do you plan to execute on your vision? Set a date, because you can say that you're going to do something for years and never get around to doing it. Set a date and a time, if you need to, on when you plan to execute your vision. Okay. And then the next thing is, how are you going to execute it? Especially if you're in an MLM or something like that. A lot of the times they teach you strategies that are kind of outdated, which is to hound all your family and friends. But if you plan on using social media, there are other ways to not have to chase those people down, not have to talk to your family and friends and run them off. So what I suggest is picking one strategy that you plan to master. And it can't be a blanketed statement like, I'm going to learn social media. Guys, there's plenty of different platforms. So I suggest that you choose one. If it's going to be Instagram, then find some training on how to attract leads, or use your Instagram to build an audience, or whatever it is you have to do to find that. If it's going to be Facebook, then master Facebook. And I suggest you do this for 90 days at a minimum, guys, because there's things that change on a daily basis with these platforms. As we all know, Facebook changes its algorithm, it seems like, every day. And so what was cool yesterday is not cool today. So you have to be careful. Okay. Let's see. Then number 2, guys, the number 2 tip that I have for you is understand the importance of relationship building. Okay. The whole point of building an audience is to engage with your audience and begin to cultivate that relationship. By doing so, then you'll begin to attract your tribe to you. Okay, so you have to, one, be sharing value on a daily basis. And what I mean by that is not sharing quotes all the time. I see that a lot, and it works, but at the same time, it's pretty lazy marketing, and it's not really thinking outside the box, because I can go Google quotes until I'm blue in the face and see that all the time. And it's not, to me, when I see that, it doesn't make that person stand out to me or think, I want to learn more about this person. It just looks like all they're throwing is quotes up there because they were too lazy to go out and kind of be creative and think outside the box. So the whole purpose, once again, is understanding the importance of relationship building. You can do that in so many different ways. One, yes, you need to be having conversations, but also what you decide to share on social media can start building those relationships as well. Such as, if you follow me, then you know that I use a lot of humor and I try to keep it light and airy, but at the same time, I am trying to teach you something. So think about that. What is the strength of yours that you can share? And then number 3, guys, pretty simple. Show up daily. You have to show up on a daily basis. Otherwise, the audience that you work so hard to build over that 90 days that we just talked about, they'll disappear and go find somebody else to follow and to interact with because you're not here on a daily basis. And that really will defeat the whole purpose of what you're trying to do. So understand that you have to marry the process and not the outcome. You're not going to have 100,000 people following you the first night. Sorry, but that's just not how it's going to go. You have to actively be out there adding quality people, okay? Add those quality people, and you have to be someone of quality. You have to be sharing value. If you're just out there with a picture of the product that you sell and smiling, you're not standing out. You just look like everybody else, all the rest of those people that are selling that same product, okay? So what I mean by showing up daily is show up, share some value, share parts of who you are in your life or whatnot. And of course, you want people to know that you're open for business, but there's other ways to do that without blasting your products, okay? So get creative, give people a reason to want to show up to see what you have to offer on a daily basis. Because if all it is you in a picture holding up a product, that's not going to make them show up every day. Instead, think about, okay, what is something that I would want to know or that I struggle with? Go out, find a piece of content teaching you how to solve that problem and share it in your own words. So I just gave you basically a quick little strategy you can do. So if you want to master Facebook, and because that's where everybody's at, guys. If you want to master Facebook, and especially the algorithm is a big thing, go out and read some articles about Facebook algorithm and make some content based off of that and share it. That's it. Or share a video based off of it. It just depends on your comfort level. You don't have to be on camera, but I highly suggest that at some point you get on camera because it's a lot easier to build a know, like, and trust factor. That way it's faster. And understand too, guys, this is still going to go under step 3, which is showing up daily, that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's completely fine. Start building that thick skin if you don't have it. It doesn't matter because you're only looking for people that are looking for you, period, point blank. So if for whatever reason somebody decides they're going to be an a-hole and put something ignorant under your video and say this is a scheme or something like that, that's cool. It's all about posture. Posture yourself. You decided that you're a leader before you even have your following. So the simple solution would be is to respond and say, hi, thanks, have a great day. That's confusing to people like that. Like, okay, didn't even rile her up. Don't get thrown off of your vision, guys. This is why I gave you those 3 tips. The first thing is solidify your vision. People are going to be a-holes. That has nothing to do with you. It's not your business. you're only focusing on what your vision is, okay? And then understanding that the people that you want to attract and build a relationship with will show up for you on a daily basis. But it's your job, which is tip 3, is to be there daily so that they have a reason to come to you. Okay? So I hope that helps. This will start to maybe get your juices flowing on how you can start mastering your marketing, which is why I named the video this. But I also want to, if you really, really want to dive deep into this, guys, with me and my business partner, Panique, then on this upcoming Monday, 11/27/2017, we will be doing a 5-day master class just focusing on attraction marketing and the core principles of it. Okay, so you can go ahead and register for that. There's actually a link above this video beside me. I don't know where it's at on here, but you can register for the masterclass today without having to wait on me to message it to you. Okay, go ahead and get in now and start really thinking about what your vision is going to be, because we're going to talk about that. That's going to be something in the masterclass that we're going to be really hammering home to help you understand how important it is to get your vision sealed down, because that's what's going to keep driving you every day to show up for your audience and to build those relationships. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm not going to be on here forever. I just wanted to, of course, invite you to the masterclass. And I hope that, I hope that you got some value from this. If you did, for one, I always tell you this at the beginning, but I wanted to get into this quick. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. If you are live on here, drop a 1 and tell me where you watched it from. And with that being said, guys, I am going to end this and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.